got a pumpkin spice latte, we got our candle, we got spooky books. Let's get right into this TBR. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you're new, hi, my name is Suhail and I make book videos here on YouTube. So if you're into reading, if you're into book recommendations, reading vlogs, BTS reaction, because I'm also ARMY and I react to BTS all the time, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video if you enjoy fall, because fall is my favorite season. I am so excited. I cannot wait. I feel like it's gonna be a crazy one this year because I'm not gonna have a house for half of it. I'm gonna be moving overseas and it's just gonna be a shit show. But nonetheless, I have books to back me up, to keep me sane, you know what I mean? And these are all the books that I plan on reading during that time. So if you're interested in knowing what I'm gonna be reading this fall, then keep on watching. Okay, so for fantasy, I have Iron Flame, of course. Like, I will be uploading my reread of Fourth Wing. I read it in May and then I read it this week. Like, I literally finished it yesterday in the morning and I am not over it. I am not over it. I'm excited about Iron Flame, of course, as is everybody else. I pre-ordered it. I cannot wait to get my hands on it, to read it. I am definitely gonna make a vlog. So I'm gonna make a vlog about a lot of these books. So if I'm making a vlog about it, I will let you know. So next, we got Red Rising, which is a sci-fi, and I hate sci-fi. I have never been into any sci-fis. I actually currently am reading this one, which is the first sci-fi that I've been like into. Project Hail Mary. I think like 25% in. I'm on page 143. I am literally using the corner of like a Skittles wrapper as a bookmark because I read this at the airport. So I still have to finish it. I'm taking a long time, but it's because I had other books that I wanted to get to, you know what I mean? And like this just got put in the back burner, you know what I mean? But I love this book and I will be finishing it this fall, obviously, hopefully this month. But another sci-fi that I want to read is Red Rising. Like I said, everybody raves about, not everybody, but I feel like everyone that has read this book has loved it, and I feel like even people who are not fan of sci-fi have loved this book. So I feel like I should give it a try, you know? Then we have Under the Whispering Door, and this one, you guys, I've been meaning to read this for months. I think I got it like in March. I feel like it's more like fall vibes. I feel like my body subconsciously was like waiting for fall to get this book in my TBR. My body was like, no, it's a little bit like too, you know, beautiful outside, and then it's gonna be summer and you're gonna be traveling and having the time of your life. Let's give your existential crisis like a little break for now and then come back in the fall. I feel like that's what my body said, you know what I mean, subconsciously, and I am now, you know, getting the hint. Like, this is more of a fall book. Just wait for fall. It is a sprayed edges book, so obviously that makes it like exciting as well. Then I have Divine Rivals. This one I'm gonna read in August, so this month, and it's through Kindle Unlimited. I have it kind of like towards the end of the month. I think that one's fantasy. I'm not saying much about these books. I have like 35 of them, so I don't want to like make this like an hour-long video, but this one, super hyped right now. I cannot wait to read it. I don't even know what it's about, but I want to read it. Talking about hype books, The Serpent and the Wings of Night. That one I'm going to read in September. I'm going to read the first one and the second one. They're both through Kindle Unlimited, and I will be making it into a vlog, of course. Then in September, I have Ninth House. This one is also Kindle Unlimited, and I've always wanted to read it, but I've always been kind of like intimidated by dark academia. And then I finally had the guts to read like Babel. Like, I was like, okay, this is going to be my first dark academia book. I am mentally there. I am ready. I feel like I have read enough fantasy books to get an idea of like the difference between like fantasy and romance writing, and it did not hit the spot. I feel like Babel did not hit the dark academia spot, so I'm gonna read this one and I'm gonna read the second one, and I'm probably gonna make it into a vlog. Maybe. I don't have it down in my list as a vlog, but I might. Then I have the Once Upon a Broken Heart. Like, this is book 1 and book 2, and then book 3 will be coming out in October. So I am gonna read it like the week before release date, and then on release date I'm gonna pick up the third one and then finish it. So hopefully I can have that vlog as soon as it comes out. I think it comes out on the 14th. Then I have The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. This one I have also on audiobook, and I have it as one of my favorite covers of all time. I have been meaning to read this. This is apparently for fans of Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away, and that is my favorite Ghibli movie, so obviously I was like, give it to me. It says that it's gonna surprise readers, so we will see. I don't know what it's really about. I knew like all of these books I have read what they're about when I put them on my TBR, but I have forgotten. and I'm someone who likes to go into books blindly, like not knowing that much. So that's why like whenever I make these TBR videos, I never say anything about the books, which is why I stopped making them in the first place, because not only do I not stick to TBRs most of the time, I also feel like I don't want to know what the book is about before I get into it. Like, I knew what it was about one time, I put it in my TBR, and there's a reason why it's there. This TBR, on the other hand, I feel like these books I've been meaning to read the whole year, but I've been pushing them towards the fall because I know that in the fall I do read a lot, and a lot of really good books. So that is why I am making this TBR, but I normally don't make TBRs because I never stick to them. Okay, another one that I want to read is Cemetery Boys. This one is a queer book. It is about Hispanic people. So obviously I've been meaning to read it since I saw it. Like, I saw it, I bought it, and then I forgot about it. It's been in my shelf for like at least 2 years. I've had it for a really, really long time, and I was looking through my shelves and I was like, what can I like read that is kind of like perfect for fall, and like a story about like ghosts in like a cemetery, dead people? Yes. Then another one that I also have an audiobook is Sarah J. Maas' House of Earth and Blood, which is the #1 in the Crescent series. I do want to read this one and the second one in a vlog, so stay tuned for that, because this one pretty intimidating. I do know that like a lot of people say that like the first half is really, really boring, so I think I'm gonna do like the first half in audiobook and then keep going in like my paper copy, you know what I mean, like just to get like a push into the story, because if I have to read it, like I'm gonna get bored and I'm gonna DNF it. So I know myself. Then I have the Simon Snow series. So the first one is Carry On, and then the second one is Wayward Son, and then the third one is Anyway the Wind Blows. This one is thick compared to the other ones. I always wanted to read this book, this series, because of this book. This book is beautiful. I love everything about it. I feel like it's one of the most beautiful books I have ever seen. And then I saw these two on sale and I was like, just get them. I got into booktube like around 2017, 2018, and ever since I have been hearing about this book, and I still have not read it, and it's been like, what, 6 years? It's time. It is time for me to read this. I'm gonna be so late to the game. I'm gonna be like raving about it on booktube and Instagram, and everybody's gonna be like, we've been known about that book, girl, like get with the program. Another book that I really want to read is A Touch of Darkness. I think I'm gonna read like book 1 through 4 this fall. Like, I'm gonna read the whole series because I've been meaning to read it for a really long time, and I feel like I have never had the chance. Like, I always like put it in the back burner, forget about it, and then I see it again and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I have to read this, and then I forget about it again, and it's just like this, you know, cycle that I have to break. And it's also like on Kindle Unlimited, so that helps. And then last, Daughter of No Worlds. I mentioned this in my mid-year book freakout tag. I will link it up in the card so you guys can check it out if you haven't, but this is in my TBR. I still don't know what it is about. All I know is that it is Kindle Unlimited, and I wanted to read it at some point, so. All right, let's do romance. These are gonna be easy because I don't have any of them. I can get through them really fast. The first one is Iris Kelly Doesn't Date. This one I'm gonna do a vlog because King of Greed, which is the other book that I'm meaning to read this fall, both of those books are gonna be released on the same day. So I will be reading them back to back, and then I will be doing a vlog about it. So stay tuned for that. That one comes out in October. I think October 20 something, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah. Then I have Things We Left Behind. This one, I liked the first book. I did not love the second book, so we will see with this one. Depending on this book, I will choose whether or not I will keep reading Lucy Score, because I feel like I can't really keep wasting my time with authors I don't love. So yeah, we'll see after this one. In that same vlog, I think I'm gonna make it into like a Kindle Unlimited romance and read Scarred and Wretched. But I did start Scarred last night, so I don't know if I'm gonna be reading that in that vlog, because I might read it, you know, today. But if I don't, then I'm gonna add Mile High to that vlog. So I'm gonna be doing Things We Left Behind, Wretched, and Mile High. I think that's gonna be it. Then another one that I did not know it was coming out is the Honeymoon Crashers. And this one is like a little bit of a novella, like an epilogue extended edition of The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. I love The Unhoneymooners. It is my favorite Christina Lauren romance book, so obviously I want to read this one. It is an audiobook. I have pre-ordered it through like the library, like I put it on hold, so I'm waiting for that to get to me. So I don't know what month I'm gonna be reading that, or listening to that, but I will be listening to it for sure. And then the last one is Hello Beautiful. This one is not really a romance. It's kind of like about a toxic relationship, but because it is about a relationship, I decided to put it in this category because I don't know what else to categorize it as. So yeah. All right, let's do thrillers. For thrillers, I have The Paris Apartment. This one, I started listening to it on audiobook and I got lost because it has like different points of views and I wasn't able to keep up with who is who and who is saying what. Like, I don't know, I just sometimes in audiobook, like, you can keep up with the story, but like if you're doing something else, you might miss like a few seconds. And like I feel like with this book, I kept missing the first part, like when it said chapter 8 blah blah blah, like this person is saying it, like I will miss that part and then I will start listening to it and then I'll be confused because I don't know who's talking because I missed the part that said who's the one who's narrating. You know what I mean? So anyways, I decided to just buy it and I did, and I never got to it. Like, I literally was listening to it on audiobook. I was like, I can't do this. I went to Target that same day. I got it and then I never read it. So this is the time. It is the time right now, this fall. Then in October, I have the second one for this one. It is called The Housemaid's Secrets. I love this one, so obviously I cannot wait to read the second one. I don't know what it's about, but I hear people love it just as much as the first one, so I cannot wait to do that one. Another one that I'll be finishing in October is the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Gary Hendricks. I actually started this book. I don't know where I left off. I have it on audiobook. I bought it after I stopped, so I started listening to it, I stopped, and then I forgot about it, and then I saw it at the store, and I bought it. It takes place in South Carolina, so I would love to read it in South Carolina, you know what I mean? Like, hopefully, at least like I know where it's taking place. Like, I have been there multiple times and I will know, even if I don't read it here in South Carolina, I will be knowing where they're at and kind of like feeling like as if I was in South Carolina. So yeah, anyway. Then I have rock, paper, scissors. I found this one at the thrift store the other day. I don't know what it's about. I know that it's on Kindle Unlimited, so I will be reading it through Kindle while I am moving. So, you know, I just wanted to mention that one. And then My Lovely Wife. This one I will be reading through the library because I will be reading it while I'm away, but I cannot wait to read this one either. Like, I feel like this is one of my most anticipated reads, not like releases, but like reads. I feel like the moment I saw it, I was like, yes, a story about a marriage that got bored, and then to like make it like, you know, not spicy, but like to make it, you know, alive again. You know, they start killing people. Absolutely. I cannot believe that I've been waiting so long. I've had this since the end of 2022, so the fact that I still haven't read it is kind of like insane to me, but you know, it is what it is. And honestly, I got it during December, and these type of books I like to read more like in the fall, you know what I mean? So like, there's a reason why I was waiting. Another one that I currently have in my library in my library loans, so I actually haven't and I can't read it this month, which I am trying to read it this month, is The Girl with All the Gifts. Don't know what it's about. I just saw a vlog this week and I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I cannot wait. Like, not sounds amazing, but like her reaction was like something I wanted to feel and something I wanted to relate to. So like, I was like, TBR, let's go. If We Were Villains, this one I want to read in October as well, and I don't know anything about it. All I know is that a lot of people rave about it and it has amazing reviews on Goodreads. So there must be a reason for it, and I want to know what it is. Then I have the only one left. This one is really raved about. I mean, Riley Sager always is raved about, so I don't know if it's like actually like good or if it's just like a Riley Sager book, you know what I mean? I have never read anything from him, so yeah, I don't know much about it though. All I know is that like it's about a lady that is taking care of an old woman who apparently killed all of her family. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know, honestly. Then I have No Exit. I think this is the one that's about Alaska. There's like this town in Alaska that you can only get through a tunnel, which I will never do that shit ever. Apparently like there's like a blizzard or something going on that covers like the entrance and everybody's trapped inside, and you know, spooky things start happening, like people killing each other and shit like that. And then the one, I don't know what this is about. I think, is this the one about the cabin? I don't know if this is the one about the cabin, but there was one that was like a cabin and everybody got trapped in a cabin, something like that. I don't know if I'm confusing the two, but like both of them, I saw a booktuber talk about them and I put them on my TBR at the same time, which is why I kind of like confused them both. I don't know which one is which, but I know that I've been meaning to read it since like the beginning of the year, and I feel like now in the fall is the perfect time to do so. All right, let's do graphic novels. I only have two. I have Tomaya. I don't know if it's Tomaya or Tomi. I think it's Tomaya, but by Junji Ito. If I don't get this one, I think I'm gonna do Uzumaki. I need to get them to the library, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get them on time because obviously a lot of people have them on hold around this time of year. But whichever I get first, that's the one I'm gonna read. And then I am finally gonna be reading Fangs. I wanted to read this in October for obvious reasons, but because like I said, all of my shit is getting moved at the end of this month, I think I'm gonna have to read it this month so that I can recommend it for October if I can or if I want to. Honestly, this is not gonna take me more than like 2 hours to read it. This is like a really quick graphic novel. I feel like it's one of the most beautiful books I own. It is the definition of like October for me personally. I love it. And like the black sprayed edges, oh, I love it. I love this book so much. I just want to read it and like make it into like a little experience. I might do like a short about it, you know, because it's like a really fast book. I don't have to make a whole vlog about it. I can make a little bit of a reel. I forgot to bring it upstairs. It's in my bookshelf, but I do want to read the BTS obviously memoir, and I will be making that into a vlog. I will also be adding my clips from when I put together the BTS Lego set, which I have, and I built it and I recorded it, and then I never put it in a vlog, so I need a vlog to put it on, and that's gonna be it. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys are excited for all the future videos coming up, or got some ideas as to what books to read, even though I didn't really tell you much about them. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one.